Alright guys, we're coming back tonight. It's nighttime. Kids just went to bed. I got about 40 minutes to do a little bit of work. So I'm going to get all of this stuff out of the way so that we can get the back end of the suspension put in place. And let's get started. Here we go. Alright, got all that stuff out of the way. So first thing we're going to do is this piece back here. This is the difference between the Code 504 kit and then the Thorbros 5-link. And so this back piece right here, if I kind of get up in there, this piece is from the 504 kit. This is the rear bumper, not the rear bumper, but just the rear frame stay, connecting obviously drilled holes here, top and bottom, to hold this piece on. And what we do is we actually pull this out, and we're going to take this piece here from the Thorbros kit, which has these pieces. The lighting is not the greatest, but we're going to put this piece in place, and so this will be the rearmost part of the frame. So that's going to hold the frame together side to side. We will end up drilling 4 holes here, I believe. Yeah, probably 4 holes on each side to shrink everything, keep it all tight together. And then once we do that, that will give us the positioning for this piece here. That's what we're trying to do tonight. Let's get to it. Alright, so we're banging this thing in here, trying to be somewhat gentle because it's late at night, but there's the old shock pieces here, and those seem to be in the way because you can see here that it's hitting the welds right now, and it's clearly not far enough in. So it looks like I'm going to have to grind those out, which is not something I can do at this time at night. At least I know what I got to do next. Alright guys, we're back. Done a little bit of work over the past couple days. Catch you guys up to speed here right now. So as you can see here, we needed about 2 extra inches for our Thorbros rear piece to sit in, and these guys are in the way. And because of the small space that you might be able to see right down here, no Sawzall blade or really angle grinder got in here that was easy for me to cut. So on this side I only drilled 1 hole. On other sides you might be able to see, but I drilled 1, 2, 3 holes, and I had to use my air saw and just go bit by bit to cut this thing and get it loosened up. So now it's loosened up, but the bushing is still going all the way through the frame. So if you look over here, what I had to do was use a chisel and hammer, get this flange away from the frame, and then I come back with a Sawzall and cut this thing around, and then smack it this way, and the whole assembly pops out the back. I was successful on this side, so that's what it looks like. Then I have to come in with the angle grinder, which I can just go this way and just grind it, all this stuff, and maybe the air chisel or something, but just got to get this part off and clean it up. I'm going to grind this down, but I'm not worried about taking it off of the frame because I only need it to sit right here. I'm going to break out the Sawzall and do the other side. So I did find that on this first one, when I was smacking it, I didn't have this bar in place, and so the frame was just wobbling around. So I decided when I got it out last night that I needed to put this thing in there, and it just makes an easy support between frame rails. Obviously it fits perfect because that's where it's going to end up living, just further that way. So let's break out the angle grinder, clean these things up, start getting this piece lined up, and drill some holes. Let's get to grinding. Alright, bunch of grinding, but let's see how it turned out. So you can see there, it's nice and smooth. This other side here, nice and smooth. Ground down these back here. I'll end up getting some of this rust off and spray some paint on top of that. But let's check the fitment. Alright, it's closer, but it's hitting on this this round bushing container. So I've only got to come in halfway, but I'm going to grind that back on both sides and we'll try again. Hey! Oh. Safety first. Hey, it's in! So we got this guy in there. Just grinded this back and then I ran my file around just to get the loose stuff off. Same thing on this side. So that is where the back end of the suspension is going to sit, right at the back of the truck. Whew! Alright. That's been a couple days in the making. Coming out at night, right after work for like an hour, just to figure out what I needed to do, start drilling some holes, cutting some stuff with the air saw, trying not to burn up my compressor. Anyway, got it done, it's in there, so that's exciting. Next step is going to be to set those pieces that go between the axle and that back end after I drill the holes and clamp it to the frame. Then we're going to set those pieces in place and just make sure that everything is lining up right. Got a couple extra pieces to spray some paint onto. Yeah, and then we'll work our way to the front shock mount, and then we'll get up to the front trailing arms. So that's it for this one, guys. Check back in because hopefully in a few days we'll have stuff tacked in and really everything mocked in place where we can start to finish weld it. That's it for now. Peace.